It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Wizards and the Armadillos. Coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now, after that long off-season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year to play one game. And now you lace them up.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
2nd down and 3. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. Open man, left side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. To the outside, it's brought in by Adam.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Back to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response. as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Armadillos offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Now a give up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Wizards offense ready for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. This one complete right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, 3 to go. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Back to the air one more time. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in third and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off, and he picks up a big gain and converts the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Back to the ground after the penalty. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Wizards. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Armadillos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. First and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. So they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 45-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On comes the punter now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Wizards offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Armadillos offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. You have a tight end motioning left here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll look to throw yet again. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Williams in motion. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down. And that one good for 9. And the drive continues. They'll look to throw again. To the outside. It's brought in by Adams.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. They'll look to throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so, until this defense...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Into space. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Wizards. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
The extra point, up and good. And the Wizards extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down and give yourself a chance. And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's their punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Wizards offense ready to get back at it. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the air one more time. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. That one taken in. Touchdown, Wizards. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Oh, he tried to get away, but he can't break free, and that is going to be a safety. Well, the quarterback just kept going back, and you're wondering, what is he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating? And at some point, you think that ball's going to come out, and he's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't. And now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
McKenzie to return. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that ball incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
The Wizards out for this punt. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more active.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wizards. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Next to score, Wizards 30, Armadillos 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard. Now on the return, he has lost the football, and it's recovered by one of his teammates. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They send the tight end in motion. This one complete right side. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame him.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This one intercepted. And the Armadillos are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal lines, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, and as an offense, you're in trouble.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Williams in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get this across midfield as it's brought down, following a pickup of 5. 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Quick throw here is complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Punt team headed out for the Armadillos, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hall goes in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
You can kind of sense this defense smells blood in the water. They're able to get to the quarterback on the previous down and thinking, heck, let's do it again. Great timing on this screen play by the play caller. Use the aggressiveness of the defense against them, time up the screen to the back, and pick up a 1st down.
Hall goes in motion. They run on the jet sweep. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. They'll stick with him again. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This will be from 42 yards out. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Wizards will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 11th grab of the game, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw again. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Tight end on the move left. They'll look to throw yet again.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll get inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, Armadillos. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You had no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Hall goes in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
2nd and a yard. He'll try the right side this time. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. Set to go now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Hall goes in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And this impressive Week 1 performance continues as they add yet another touchdown.
I just can't stress how impressive this performance has been today, Mike. I mean, not only on Week 1 to find yourself on the road, but to really dominate and have the efficiency early in the season offensively. And you could tell they were prepared coming into the start of this season, and boy, have they showed it.
40, Armadillos 10.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's McKenzie. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Wizards offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Hall goes in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So it's a win for our visitors. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.